Hey everyone, it's your boy Ricky here with Honeybee Stamps. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm going to be making a card using the My Favorite Flower stamp set and matching dies. And I'm also going to be using the Sandy and Sis stamp set along with the matching dies. We're also going to be using some white cardstock, some black cardstock here. And we're also going to be using some pattern paper from the Summer Stem 6x6 paper pad here that also came out with the latest release. So let's go ahead and get started making this card. So the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and score this card. I'm making a miniature slimline card, so this paper is cut at 6x6. I'm just going to fold it down the middle and use my bone folder here to give it a crease, and that's going to be our miniature slimline card. This is a great way to use pattern paper up, by the way. So now I'm going to take a piece of pattern paper and I'm just going to cut it 1/4 of an inch shorter than the white base. And then I'm going to take the black here and make a mat from that. So it'll be an 1/8 I'll be taking off from each side here. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get these pieces glued together because that's, it's pretty much done. So we're going to use some Honeybee stamp glue here, and we're going to go ahead and get this placed onto the black cardstock. Will my head show up? Will I get it even? The mystery will be solved in about now. My head did not show up, but everything's even. It's amazing, you guys. I'm getting better at this. So now I'm going to take this same piece, this panel, and I'm going to glue it to the card base. I'm going to use the same glue here and then just go ahead and get that onto the card base. So now what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and get these sentiments stamped out and all the images stamped out. I will be doing some Copic coloring. We're going to go ahead and lay these stamps out onto the Nina Solar White 80-pound cardstock here. And we're going to go ahead and get this in the MISTI, and we are going to ink these little babies up. And as you can see, they've been used because I made a test card prior to making this video to make sure that everything runs smoothly. We're going to use some intense black ink from Honeybee Stamps, and we're going to go ahead and get these stamps all covered up in this lovely, lovely dark black ink. And then once we have that covered, we are going to go ahead and stamp this over through the MISTI, and then we'll go ahead and remove it from the MISTI, and we'll go ahead and get started coloring. But before that, we need to stamp out the apron on another pattern paper, which is just the back of the floral that I used earlier. Now I will be stamping this out as well in the intense black ink. And then what I'll be doing is fussy cutting this because I needed to have not have an edge on it because I need it to line up with the bear that I'll be Copic coloring. So now we're just going to do some quick Copic coloring here. I just want to show you guys, I'm going to show the hat and how I did that. It's basically 3 colors. It was pretty much simple shading. It wasn't that hard at all. And then also we're just going to go ahead and get this filled out here with the green, and it'll be done. And we'll go ahead and start doing some die cutting here. I did the coloring off camera because that's a lot of coloring and I don't have that much time to do a voiceover, you guys. So we're going to go ahead and get the dies that match all the images placed onto the paper here. As you all know, the sentiment dies are the greatest, the best. I can't say enough about them. I say it in every video. So we'll go ahead and get these dies taped down here, and we are going to put it through the die cutting machine all in one swoop. I tend to forget that I can do that. Sometimes I'll just do one at a time and I'm like, what am I doing? Am I crazy? Like, I'm not saving any time, and I need more time in my life. So we have them out here, and look at all the lovely pieces. They are so cute. I love it. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and get this image fussy cut it out. I'm not going to show you the whole process, but you can see here that I'm just taking my sweet little time and going up against the line so that I have an even cut. Now that I have that done, I have the apron placed onto the bear, and I'm just matching everything up to see what everything's going to look like. It reminds me of like paper dolls that my sister played with when I was a kid. And who am I kidding? I played with them too. But yeah, I'm just testing everything out, make sure everything fits, and I'll take some honeybee liquid glue here and place it on top of the bear's head so that I can go ahead and place her cute little hat on top here with little ears sticking through. I think it's so cute. And then once we have that done, we are going to move on to what she's going to be holding. And I decided to take one of the flowers and then place it in a little terracotta pot here. And for it to work, I'm just taking an X-Acto knife and placing a slice on the top of this pottery piece so that the flower could stick through that, and it would appear that she's holding the flower to the person that she's looking at. So I have the flower in there. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that it fits pretty good. I don't want it to cover her face, so I'm trying to figure out some good settings here. And I eventually find the right one, and what I'll do is use some honeybee stamps glue here and go ahead and get that glued down to the bear. Now that we have that glued down, we are going to go ahead and place some 3M foam tape on the back of her and the sentiment, and this card will be complete. So you guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this video and supporting Honeybee Stamps. We truly do appreciate it. We hope that you really enjoyed this release. Please make sure that you head over to all the social medias and add Honeybee Stamps so that you can follow all the great products that they have and any announcements that they may have. You can also find me over on Instagram and over on YouTube by searching for Bromero Cards. I would really appreciate that so that you can see some of the things that I make that are outside of Honeybee Stamps videos and Instagram posts. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. We really appreciate you. You guys have a great week, and I'll be back next weekend with a brand new card for you guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.